Here we are given a piecewise function f of x, and we are asked to evaluate the following limits and explain if they don't exist. So the first one is the one-sided limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from the right side. Because I have this little plus sign here, that means I'm saying, like, on the graph, I'm approaching from the right side. So I'm looking at when we approach x from the right. The right side are all the x values that are greater than 2, which is why I'm going to use this equation to help me find what y value we're approaching as we get really close to 2. To do that, I'm just going to plug in 2, right? So I'm going to do this equation here, 5 minus 2 equals 3. And so, again, it gets a little confusing because people are like, wait a second, but you're not supposed to plug in 2 for this equation because it says for x values greater than 2. But remember, on a graph, the greater than symbol just means like an open circle, and then we connect the line from that. And so when I'm talking about approaching this value, it still approaches the y value at this spot right here. It's just not an actual point. Like, we would have a hole at that point because it's just the greater than symbol. It doesn't change the fact that we're looking for what's approaching rather than what's actually happening at that point. So again, that's kind of a little bit of a confusing idea, but the idea here is still true, where the limit as we approach the x value of 2 from the right of f of x is equal to 3. For the second one, it says the limit as x approaches 2 from the left side, which is all the x values less than or equal to 2. So when I do that, I'm going to plug in 2 for this equation. 2 squared minus 3 equals 1. The limit as x approaches 2 from the left of f of x is equal to 1. So there's my first two limits. They're both one-sided limits, whereas this third one is asking me about the limit as x approaches 2. And we know that a limit exists if the left side points towards the same y value as the right side. And in this case, we can tell we've already done all the work to show that the left side points to 3, the right side points to 1, but that means that the left and right side don't point towards the same thing. So this limit does not exist. And the reasoning for that, the way that we prove that, is we say that the limit as we approach from the left is not equal to the limit as x approaches 2 from the right.